I hope it is audible, right? Could you please confirm?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's move on. So yeah, as I was saying, the main intention is whatever questions you may have, trying to clarify those questions about mainly fund accounting batch that is going to start in 2 days. Tuesday we are starting 5th January. Main idea is to give about what do we cover in that fund accounting batch, how it can help the students. But if you have any questions related or somewhat out of that scope also, I'm happy to take up one by one, right? With that. Let me share. Where is this? Yeah. Maybe I think based on the previous inquiries, my idea is there are some of you who might be already working in some of the divisions of fund accounting, or there may be somebody who is hearing that word first time. Both are okay. Uh, Let me try to understand your understanding level and then add my points. Whoever is working or heard about it, generally, if somebody says there is an opening in a fund accounting team, what exactly is that? What do they do?
నేనేదో అనుకుంటున్నా అది అనుకోవట్లేదు పట్టుకోని
Yeah. So what's your understanding of fund accounting? If somebody says that there is a job in fund accounting, what do you think they'll do there? You can unmute and speak out also. That's okay. Otherwise, I'm reading the comments. Ashok, please check. Others are able to hear. They did confirmed. It is. What is the difference between fund? Comment audible, visible to everybody. You are putting a private comment. Relating to portfolio management, maintain venture capitals fund. Don't have any idea. Super. I appreciate. Okay, right. The fund accounting is nothing but, yeah, somebody said that the accounting of some of the funds. Right. What are those funds? When I say accounting or so when we say funds, what funds we might do the accounting for? Somebody said venture capital. Yes, it is right. Apart from that, no, non-profit organizations, it's completely different, Shubham. We are not talking about it. Yeah, that is also, I agree, that's called as fund accounting, but that's different. But here we are talking about funds like mutual funds, private equity funds, and hedge funds mainly, or in a way, venture capital funds also. Any idea what do they do? Maybe either all of them or one of them, if you know. I mean, what is that this mutual fund do, for example?
They collect money from the people, depositors, and invest in shares.
Yeah, right. Who will do that kind of a business in India, collecting the money and investing? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, please. Which companies do that?
There are many companies are there. For example, Muthoot is doing this, and HDFC is doing.
Mainly chit funds, sir.
SBI is
NBFC.
doing. ICICI is doing.
Yeah, right. Uh, why do investors invest with them? Don't you know where to invest? Or for example, you are investing 100 rupees in mutual fund. Can we say that we don't know which share to buy or where to invest? That is the reason we are giving the money to them.
Lack of knowledge.
Sorry.
Lack of knowledge.
Yeah, right. More than the lack of knowledge, they are the professional people, right? If there is a fund manager within HDFC, for example, maybe he is very well qualified, and maybe he is into this stock market investing maybe from last 20 years, for example, and they'll have a team of professionals, right? Somebody will do the research, right? Obviously, when they are investing our money, there are better chances we'll get a better profit, right? Or at least risk management is better, right? Maybe if you go directly and invest, you might make a big loss, but they know normally at least when the market will go down, when the market will go up, which stocks to invest this year, etc., right? It's like a professional manager, right? That is why we give the money to them, and they manage the money. For managing our money, they take some fees, right? Maybe around 2% is there. If you invest 100 rupees, they might take 2 rupees management fee. Remaining 98, they'll invest and give you the profit. Same way, almost all the funds are, that is the common. What they do is pooling the money and invest that money. Many people, right? Whereas what is the main difference is people like you and me called as the retail investors who invest small amounts of money. For us, it is mutual funds. People who has a lot of money, let us say government of Dubai, government of Singapore, or celebrities, Hollywood stars or Bollywood stars, whoever, having a lot of money, mainly institutional investors, we call it as, for example, Provident Fund of India, right? Every employee working, they'll put Provident Fund, some money with them. They will come and invest with these private equity funds. So that way, all these institutional investors or governments, etc., they give the money to these hedge funds and private equity funds. They also pool the money, venture capital also, but it's a big money, right? In a mutual fund, maybe all of you or all of us give maybe 100 crores or maybe 10 crores, mutual funds can manage. But these private equity funds, each person might give them even 10,000 crores. It's a big money, right? They also collect that money and invest. That is the main business. Now coming to fund accounting, it's all about helping them or working in the accounts department of those companies or finance teams of those companies. What do we need to know? It's almost like everything, in the sense where from they collect the money, where they invest the money. For example, if they are investing into equity shares, knowing about the stock market. If they're investing into bonds or debentures, knowing about it. If they invest into real estate properties, knowing about it. List goes on. They can invest into currency or company or anything. At the end of the day, where we don't know where to invest and get the profits, they know better than us, so they do that. Now we should know all about that company, I mean all about that fund, where they invest, what are these types of different funds and everything, right? Who are into this business, which companies are offering those kind of roles. That is where mainly all these mainly American companies, otherwise global companies, right? What are they? Fund accounting, somebody might have heard, right? There is a role in this company, that company. Anybody remember what are those company names?
State Street, Franklin Templeton, Goldman Sachs,
JP Morgan.
Wells Fargo, JP Morgan.
State Street.
Okay.
Northern Trust.
State Street also.
Yeah, state sheet anyhow I have written already. Yeah, Northern Star.
IC.
IC, I don't think they have fund accounting roles. They have debt market related data management roles. Possible they also need somebody with this knowledge, because maybe some of those companies also collect the data of the asset managers. So possible, but hardcore fund accounting, I don't think ICE has. Yeah. Any other company?
City.
Morgan Stanley,
Macquarie Group.
Spelling may be wrong, but that's okay. Macquarie Group.
Yes.
What else?
BlackRock.
List
Bank
goes
of America.
Yeah, right. Bank of America, BNP Paribas, PNY Mellon. There are so many
SP.
companies nowadays. Wipro has, Infosys has, even Cognizant has. List goes on. Nowadays,
S&P.
yeah, credit choose S&P. I doubt for a typical fund accounting, but possible. That way, almost normally whatever you hear as these companies has investment banking related roles, almost everybody has fund accounting roles. But then where most of the recruitment is happening, even in that investment banking companies, mostly related to fund accounting. What is the main reason? Anybody can guess why there are so many roles coming up almost in every company, mostly fund accounting, fund accounting? What is the main reason? If somebody can guess or know.
Maybe because asset management.
What do you mean by asset management?
Maybe these companies might have, wealthy persons as a client.
Okay. Yeah, right. The first point what we said is, for example, think about this way. Do you think Virat Kohli knows cricket very well or he knows very little?
Very well.
Very well. Do you think he has a coach? Batting coach is there for India and Virat Kohli also in Bangalore Royal Challengers wherever. Same way with Sindhu. Do she whether she knows badminton or not? Obviously knows. Do she has a? I mean, whether she has a coach, Gopichand, etc. The idea is there. They know that, but the point is to make it to the next level, right? The best results if they want to achieve, they need a person who can help them to find out where they are going wrong. Similar way, think about an investor like government of Dubai, LIC, for example, government of Dubai. How many crores they might have? Roughly lakhs of crores or thousands of crores or maybe lakhs only.
Some $3.6 billion right now. They're directly.
Actually, in the private equities, many of those investors are investing trillions, means lakhs of crores. Think about LIC company. After collecting all the premiums from all of us, how much money they might have to invest into the markets? Very high level, at least thousands of crores.
Yes.
List goes on. Government of Singapore, same thing, right? Almost everybody like those people has a lot of money. The next question, do they know how to invest into the stock market? Which stocks can give me profit? Or should I invest into gold? Should I invest into real estate? Do you think they know how to invest? They know, but the problem there is, maybe if they invest, for example, they might get 5%, for example. Whereas if they go to the professional fund manager, like who is day in, day out watching the stock market or watching all these assets, who has a lot of professionals who do the research and find out what are the investment opportunities, success can be maybe around 10%, for example. So that way, most of these fund managers, mutual fund managers or private equity fund managers or hedge fund managers, generally they can give much better return to them compared to their own investments, right? That is where the growth is happening. All these big ticket people who has a lot and lot of money, what they can get if they invest elsewhere, it is very low, right? For example, in America, what is the rate of interest now? If you, yeah, if you go and invest into maybe one of the bank fixed deposit in America, what is the roughly return you can get? Actually, interest rates are zero now. Maybe they can give you around 1%. If you invest 100 crores per year, you will get one crore. Is it better to them to invest into bank fixed deposits in America? Absolutely no. So what those investors are doing, they're giving money to these fund managers, like whatever it is, Goldman Sachs or State Street if they're launching a fund there, or JP Morgan, etc. tons and tons of the money. I mean, thousands of crores or lakhs of crores. They are giving money to them. Now, where are they investing to give the profits to them? Any idea where they are investing? Any guess? For example, what are the startup companies in India?
Byju's.
What is the Paytm not IPL sponsor this time? What is that company? I forgot.
Dream 11.
Yes.
Whatever name you take it in India, almost all the startups, a little bit old, if I take Flipkart, etc., they invest into these startup companies, right? Who are the founders of most of these companies? People like you and me, Oyo Rooms, even Ritesh Agarwal, etc., right? Students, they can't have hundreds of crores or thousands of crores to invest those in companies, right? So that is where these funds collect the money from those investors in America or maybe London or even in India, wealthy investors. They come and give money to these people. They develop the companies. Maybe they'll buy a share at 10 rupees when the company is just started. Maybe in the next 5 to 10 years, they develop the company. Maybe they will sell each share at maybe 1,000, for example. Some of the companies will become failure, but some of the companies, they'll make super profits. So that way, at least private equity may, if you see, on an average, roughly they can give 20% return. Roughly, there can be funds giving loss also. That's a different story. Roughly 20%. Now think about it. You are a fund house or you are a wealthy investor in America. Let us say you have 10,000 crores. So do you want to invest into banks in America and get 1%, or shares in America maybe get 5% or 10%, or you prefer to give the money to a fund manager like private equity fund manager and get 20%? Which one you prefer? If you are the investor, yeah, obviously, right? When you have so much money, you can't be a fool. So you give the money to these private equity fund managers. Then if they want to invest only in America, is it possible? Not much. That is where they invest across the globe. Come to India again. For example, many of the shopping malls, wherever you are seeing, a lot of good super shopping malls are coming. Most of them, they are investing. They're developing those things, then they're selling. Same way, many star hotels. Same way, many airports in India. Same way, many office parks in India. You see all the software companies, right? Big companies, all investment banking companies. All those office parks are invested by them. So that way, you take almost every kind of company, a lot of big hospitals, Apollo hospitals, Manipal hospitals. Anywhere you need bulk amount of money, hundreds of crores or thousands of crores to invest. We don't have that much money in India. I mean, comparatively, we don't have that much money. We are lacking in the investments. That is where this global money is coming and investing. Investments are happening in India. Similarly across the globe. Now, when investors are giving thousands of crores and lakhs of crores, when they're coming and investing across the globe and generating the profits, don't you think they also need that many number of people who are working in that industry? Where the investments are happening, where the money is going, don't you think that's where the career will be? Or don't you think that's where the opportunities will be? Yeah, that's what is happening here, right? That's what is happening. The money is going into that industry. They're investing across. When they're investing, they need people who can do that, including accounting and everything. For example, how they do it? For example, take State Bank of India. They manage almost 4 lakhs crores now within India, which means they have maybe, for example, I'm taking very hypothetical number, let us say 1,000 mutual funds. Now, what they have to do for each and every mutual fund, whether I'm making profit or loss every day, they have to calculate. They call it as NAV, net asset value. In a way, let us say profits or losses. So that way, think about it. Take the other company. When State Bank of India is the biggest mutual fund house in India, they are managing 4 lakhs crores. Any idea who is the biggest fund in the world? BlackRock. Any idea how much money they are managing? Very high level, if at all, if anybody from the fund accounting industry. Yeah, here you can see, even before I go into the details, high level itself you can see here. Those are, one second now. Yeah, entire world, it is also growing. Even in India also, I'll show you one of the statistics. That industry is growing very fast. But coming to the total world, they are talking about 100 trillion. 1 trillion equal to 1 lakh crore. So 100 lakhs crores into 75. 7,500 lakhs crores. It's such a big number. Anyhow, I'll come there. But let's go by one company so that comparison is easy. BlackRock. Total assets in US millions. Millions means here billions. So trillions, 7.4 trillion. Let me convert into Indian number. Indian 4 lakhs rupees SBI. BlackRock is 7.5 trillion dollars, which means 7.5 lakhs crores. 7.5 lakhs crores into 75 rupees. Roughly 562 lakhs crores in Indian rupees. How many times it is bigger than State Bank of India? Divided by 4 lakhs crores roughly. So it is almost 140 times bigger than the biggest bank in India. Biggest asset manager, State Bank of India in India. The reason is, in India, it is still a small industry, but worldwide, particularly in America and developed countries, these kind of giving the money to the professional fund managers is popular, because they realized instead of we managing our own money, it's better let us give it to them so that they can do better investment, they can give better profits. So that way, day by day, this industry is growing big time. For example, how many of you heard KKR private equity fund investments into Reliance? Heard about it? KKR fund invested, Silver Lake invested into Reliance Industries. Yeah, right. So most of the investments are coming into India, and let us see what is the money they have. I think this is being 1 second. Yeah, here you can see high level CNBC. Private equity funds are holding to a record pile of cash, which includes venture capitalists, had a total of 1.5 trillion in dry powder or cash. So dry powder, what they mean by in the private equity industry is, investors are ready to invest. They gave the money to the fund managers. They don't have opportunity to invest. There is that much cash. Normally we think opposite. I want to do the business, I don't have cash. I want to start a company, I don't have the cash. But here, investors already gave the money to the fund managers, and fund managers don't have opportunity, means they're searching still. So that is the total amount they're talking about, 1.5 trillion into 75, at least more than 100 lakhs crores in Indian rupees. It is already waiting. So there is so much money in the world, and all of them are giving to these fund managers. They are keep launching these funds. Then they are investing all these things, startup companies and everywhere. So that way industry every day it's growing. Then where the opportunity is coming to us is almost every area. Means largely they put into three categories. One, once the fund is launched, the fund manager slash our fund house, they manage that. What they do the research and find out where to make the investments. What are these companies? Many of you given that: Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Blackstone, BlackRock, list goes on. Almost everybody have offices in India, right? Come to the second, the fund accounting, day-to-day accounting of that funds, they'll give to all these companies called as fund administrators. What they do, the fund management or cash management is done by somebody. Day-to-day activities, administration work of that companies will be done by other companies. Who are they? That's where we said State Street, BNY Mellon, BNP Paribas, Northern Trust, Apex, list goes on. There are so many companies who are doing it. Almost everybody has offices in India, right? They're growing. Even venture capitalist, I don't know how many of you heard all these things. Sequoia Capital, for example. Sequoia Capital is the major investor in OYO rooms at the initial stages, or Zoom, the application we are using for this class, Zoom app. They are the early backers for them. Same way, almost YouTube, any famous inventions in the world, almost every company at the early stages, these people invested into that. Then once the company become big, they sell their investments, give the money back to the investors, right? That way it is just going on. And then fund audit, every fund will be audited. If Goldman Sachs has 1,000 funds, every fund should be prepared financial statements, every fund should be audited. Same way BlackRock might have 2,000 funds, Vanguard might have 10,000 funds, for example, I'm telling. So that way thousands of funds have, launched by each and every company, should be done at least mainly these three activities. Means preparation somebody should do, management of the fund somebody should do, audit somebody should do. That is where you heard all this KPMGs, ENYs, etc., having all these opportunities. So that way, this is such a big industry because investors are giving such a big money. Then almost all these activities are happening only from India nowadays. Now, even yesterday, I'm having conversations with some of the colleagues that I have in these companies. One of the instruction is, if, for example, nowadays, let us say Goldman Sachs, for example, if I need maybe 500 people working in this department, as of now, maybe in New York, they'll be working, let us say 250 people. For example, I'm telling, let us say Bangalore, they'll be working 250 people. Now, if there is anybody leaving this company, maybe resigning and going out, etc., that should be filled here. If somebody resign, means maybe by next year, for example, 2021 end, you might see maybe 100 people here, 400 people here. List goes on. Almost this accounting, State Street and all, whoever is doing from America or maybe Sydney or any other London, etc., almost everybody is outsourcing, outsourcing, outsourcing. Means keep everything from India mainly, right? Because at least we have somebody who can understand English, who can at least have some accounting knowledge or a basic knowledge. But yeah, where we are lacking is understanding of this industry. What is this fund? Where do they invest? How do they value that investment? Everything, right? What we need to know to make career into any of these companies. That's what we are teaching here in the fund accounting batch. Almost end to end accounting and concepts of private equity. Means where the fund fund launch related, what do they do, then life cycle of the fund. If there is a fund is for 10 years, what do they do in the first year, what do they do in the fifth year, 10th year, where they make the investments, how do you value those investments, how do you post the entries, I mean what kind of journal entries you have to post, what kind of financial statements you have to prepare. Means what is the line items in the balance sheet, what is the line items in the income statement. Almost each and everything you need to know to be into that industry, it will be covered, right? Same way hedge funds. So we're talking about private equity or hedge funds or mutual funds. Almost everything you should be in a position to understand each and every term that is required to be there. Of course, what are the normal questions that they can ask in these interviews, etc. Right? Within the fund accounting, for example, as we said, if the fund is started today, if the fund is closed after 10 years, roughly, initially they concentrate on how to select the investors, how to collect the money from them. Then finally they close the fund. In between, collect the money and then make the investments, value those investments, prepare the reports, financial reporting every quarter or every month or every day. Depends on the fund, they have to calculate the profit and loss. Almost each and every topic will be covered, right? As I said, it can be as lowest level of journal entries what you have to post. It can be as highest as how the valuation of the investments are done, how the structure of the funds are done, because these are international funds. Generally many international taxation issues etc will come. Then how do they structure those funds, etc, right? Almost everything is covered. Then very detailed private equity end to end will be covered, almost 40 to 50 hours, that concept. Then hedge funds, same thing. Generally, hedge funds invest mainly into derivatives, etc., advanced instruments. So where they make the investments, how they launch the fund, who will invest into these hedge funds, how the accounting is done, how the financial statements of hedge fund looks like, everything will be covered. These are the main focus of the fund accounting. Then normal investment banking related topics or financial services industry topics that are relevant to the fund accounting will be covered at high level. What are they? Mutual funds. Most of you might have in the syllabus somewhere at least some knowledge about the mutual funds. Here 2 to 3 days, maybe around 5 to 10 hours, it will be covered high level. What are the types of mutual funds we have, how the NAV is calculated, what are the key terms they use in that industry. Same with derivatives, because futures, options, etc., all these derivatives, mainly hedge funds invest heavily in that. So those questions will be there. What is the meaning of derivative? How do you calculate profit or loss on the derivative? Everything will be covered there, right? Similar way, corporate actions. What is the corporate actions? I'm sure somebody will be there from that area. You can unmute and speak out.
Hello, hello. Am I
Yeah,
audible?
go ahead.
Sir, corporate actions means the dividend given by the company, splits of the shares, bonus issue by the company. All this form the corporate actions.
Yeah,
There.
right. So why they are relevant here? That is again high level will be covered. The reason is mainly, for example, a mutual fund invested into shares. That company, let us say Reliance company, they declared dividend. They issued bonus shares, free shares. Everything will impact the accounting of the mutual fund, accounting of the hedge fund, etc. So that way they do ask these questions. What is the meaning of it? How the company declare these dividends? What is the important terms? When you have to recognize that dividend income in your books? Everything, right? On those lines, whatever is commonly asked from the interview perspective, this overview will also be given, right? Apart from that, Excel classes will be there, including macros and Excel, and then placement assistance will be there. That includes preparation of resume, conducting the mock interview to the students, and helping them to find out the right company, right? So this is how it covers. Roughly, it is around 1 month. It starts on 5th January. It ends on 5th February, roughly. Daily 3 hours, 8 to 11, 11 a.m., 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. It will be covered, right? So this is about the fund accounting. Somebody was asking what is investment banking batch and what is the difference. As of I mean, investment banking may we are covering remaining topics, almost like, for example, debt markets, equity research, currency markets, primary and secondary markets, means stock exchange related, all these things. It is old batch. I mean, investment banking or NASM we are covering from last few years. That syllabus will continue to be there. Previously in the investment banking group batch itself, we used to cover maybe around 5 to 10 hours for this private equity hedge funds also. But nowadays, because the way this industry is growing and the opportunities are coming, they are going in depth, these questions and all. That's where we are covering almost 60 to 70 hours exclusively for fund accounting itself, right? Almost any question that they can ask, we are covering in those batches in detailed way, by showing some of the real-time financial statements to you, by showing some of the real-time examples where they are investing, how they are valuing everything around us. So many investments are happening. All of them will be explained to the people, so that you should be really confident to make a career in the fund accounting. right? It's such a big industry. I'm very sure in the long term, it should have very good growth about, I mean, compared to any other industry, even investment banking, normal investment banking, or if you compare with any other like normal, this APA or mortgage, all these things, they should have much better quality role, much better career growth, because forget about every other calculation, investors are investing very good amount of money in this industry. So when the industry is growing, obviously opportunities will come. So that way, pakka, the growth is will be there, right? For that, one more example, if I tell, even Indian industry is growing very well, right? For example, mutual funds AUM growth, if you see in India, almost 3-4 years once. Second, almost every 3 to 4 years once in India also, investments into mutual funds is becoming almost double. Here you can see, as of today, November 2020 roughly, we have almost 30 lakhs crores. Whereas if you see in 2010, it was around 6 to 7 lakhs crores. So within these 10 years, 2010 to 2020, almost from 6.6 crores to 20 lakhs crores. It is like almost 3 times it's grown. Here, if you see in 2015, it was around 13 lakhs crores. So 6 to 13 to 20. So you can see that even if you follow IPL or any other things also, you can see so much advertisement also they are doing. So many new funds they are launching. Day by day that's growing. So domestic also is growing, even private equity hedge funds. Internationally also it's growing. And all international roles coming to India, it is picking up. So many companies are coming up with those kind of roles. So that way, almost it's not like IT boom in 20 years back, right? IT boom of Infosys, TCS, etc., where everywhere engineering colleges came. At that time, it's only IT. It's coming from foreign companies to Indian companies. It's just outsourcing. But now the main advantage is not only outsourcing, even Indian industry is growing, which means it should be a long-term growth in that industry. It's just who is starting early. As of now, if you see whatever college, including CA or MBA or degree, covering any private equity concepts or hedge fund concepts, almost nil, because it was the old industry. Mutual funds, at least it is growing. Some of the colleges are now covering mutual funds. Other topics yet to start. So by the time they start, maybe this industry will grow by then, maybe by 2030. People who are starting now should be in very good stages by then, right? So that we are starting early at any point of time. That is more important. Yeah, that's what we are covering now to make sure that people should be in a position to crack that interview, right? And yeah, the kind of somebody is asking me the fee and other details. Fund accounting, as we said, roughly 1 month is what we are covering now. For that, including placement assistance and everything, 16,000. And then investment banking, that continues to be 2 months course. As of now, evening batch is going on, 5:30 to 9 p.m. daily. That will continue. Next batch will start in February. That will be 30K. But as of now, both together is also we kept only 30K. Both also 30K. Means if you're attending fund accounting now by paying 16, remaining 14 you can pay and convert into investment banking also. Same way reverse also. I mean, if you already pay 30 and attending the investment banking, you can also attend fund accounting without any questions. Both includes this Excel and placement assistance, everything, right? That's what it is. Concepts wise, I think we largely covered. Any questions there? Let me take up the questions, and then whatever I have to cover again, I'll cover. Yeah, backup classes. See, if you miss one or two, we can arrange. Otherwise, daily class notes will be given clearly. You will be added into the WhatsApp group. Somebody can give you that backup class. Every day we do the summary also. What we discussed yesterday, we do the summary. Even if you miss yesterday, you can easily pick up. And even after the topic, once again, we do the summary. Only students only will do, I'll add up. So that way, you'll never feel you missed it. Even if you miss on the same classes you want to attend next batch also, without any conditions, we can allow you. At the end of the day, you don't need to worry about, I missed something. No, we'll make sure you attended each and every topic, even if required 2 times also, right? Materials, Yes, wherever, for example, private equity, some of the certification courses are there. They're not much covering from the MNC perspective, but that material we can give. Similar way, mutual fund NASM ka material we can give. But mainly class notes is more important because we cover practical aspects required to make career in that area, and we give the notes. So class notes is more important. Yeah, some of the PDFs we give.
Sir, one doubt.
Go ahead, please.
Sir, like in ASM investment banking,
Mhm.
we write some exams in the NSM, right? Like equity market, currency market, we write exams.
Okay.
Do we need to write any exams regarding this fund accounting too?
No. As of now, I mean, see, even those NASM, what we normally saying is it's optional. But yeah, if you write, it's better. Maybe at times, particularly if you're a lazy person, unless there is an exam, you don't prepare kind of a thing. You better write it. So that will add some value to your resume. Similar way, do I have to write that mutual fund? You can write because though the fund accounting, mutual funds, there is a NASM module you can write. But remaining private equity hedge funds, no, there is no a course that covers what these MNCs required. So that way there is no exam. It's we give that PDFs etc. whatever required, some of them, but mainly class notes and discussion. Yeah. Somebody is asking again, what is the difference between investment banking and private equity? What I was saying is, see, if you go to an investment banking company like Goldman Sachs, both roles will be there, fund accounting as well as normal investment banking. But what we are covering here is for the convenience and for the requirement. For example, some of the people already working in the fund accounting, maybe one section, maybe they are doing reconciliations, maybe they are doing just entry posting, but they'll not get the training in the company to give you end to end. There are almost very few companies, are almost nil companies who will give you that end to end training. That is where for those people who are already working, we started this fund accounting batch to help them and others who might have already attended the NASM or who has already very good knowledge on the investment banking products. We started this separate fund accounting team where the main focus is private equity and hedge fund end to end. That way we cover. Coming to investment banking, that is the whole syllabus, whatever we are covering in the NASM, like debt markets, equity research, currency markets, secondary markets, primary markets, all those topics will continue to be there, right? Career wise, we always suggest if you are a fresher kind of thing, better you attend both of them. Because there are different topics, both will help together, I mean, to each other. Even if you are working in a fund accounting team, you should have this knowledge of debt markets, equity research, etc. I mean, related terms, right? So that way you can go for both. That's why without any confusion, we kept both also same fees. Raju, can we write the NASM with this knowledge? Yes, you can. Timings, why do you ask, Sai? Let's see. I'm interested in investment management in the field of research. Will this course should I prefer? See, research basics we cover, not in detail because very less number of opportunities are there. It's not that we can't cover. Main focus is where there are more opportunities. So that way it can help, but completely I want to get into research. Is this the only course is enough? No, that is not enough. Which is better for CS students? Both is required. So any placement is even after 2 years from now? Yes. Pakka. Yeah. We do have students, for example, who joined 1.5 years back with us. They're working for those investment banking jobs already. Now they want to change. We are helping them. Yes. Is there a weekend class already going on? Fund accounting. One more batch we will start in the February. So yes, because timing class with the office timings. Okay. Let's see. Then what is the use of NASM certificate? See, nowadays, any company, right? Then most of the colleges, and I know, I mean, practical knowledge they are not giving, particularly for this area, investment banking related. So they are looking for some additional certificates which will give you some additional knowledge related to investment banking. So that way, even 2 days back, we sent some resumes to Goldman Sachs also. They also asking for this. If some candidates are there with NASM certificate, please send me. So that way there is a use, Ganesh. Can we write NASM exam with the knowledge? Yes. Will there be any online batch for investment banking and fund accounting after May 2021? Yes. It will be keep going on. Mostly it will be there. Placement assistance or placement guarantee. Guarantee will not give, Saurabh. For that matter, nobody will give. I did my MBA from IIM also, or for that matter, many friends did from Harvard also. They will not give because it depends on the student also, right? So, I mean, How can a college or institute can give guarantee? Absolutely no. When will investment banking course start? See, it just started 3 weeks back. You can join a current batch also. For example, you missed some of the classes or some of the topics. Pakka, you will be allowed in the next batch. Next batch, from the beginning through the end, you want to attend also. Pakka, you will be given access. So that way, if you already decided, don't wait for batch starting time. It's waste of time. Start immediately. If the time works, 5:39, it's going on investment banking batch. You can easily follow the topics. If whatever reason you did not follow and you want to attend the next batch, anyhow access is given. See, generally more openings will be there in this industry somewhere in January, February, March, year beginning pay. We are expecting good recruitment now, so no need to waste time to wait for the next batch. Better start. You never know. By the time next batch starts, you might be in the employment again. I'm not giving a false promise, but it's a possibility. So don't waste time. NISM certification courses, what they mean? No, investment banking batch, what we are telling, those NISM certifications, those subjects will also be given. See, whether whatever name you give, NISM or MBA or CFA, whatever it is, syllabus is syllabus. So that way, what we cover, for example, about the mutual fund, with that only you can write NISM also. So that way we are talking about NISM certification issue. Coming to Abhijit Patel, will there be any certificate given after completing the course? See, if required, we can arrange it. Just a piece of paper, not a big deal. But the question is, the type of companies we are aiming for, do they care about a private institute like Planet Finance or any other name as a certificate? No. So that way, it doesn't really matters. What is matters is the real-time learning that you have, the confidence to explain those concepts in the interview. So if you're really a kind of a certificate person, we can try. But I'm telling that's not going to help anything. Classes will be held online or offline. Online. Faculty for investment banking course, Bangalore, I only take care investment banking plus fund accounting. Excel, a separate faculty will be there. Hyderabad, Praveen takes care investment banking. Fund accounting, I only take at least high level in the Hyderabad branch also. So what approaches are used for valuations in the course? See, in equity research, we do give some of the equity research reports and explain and teach you. In fund accounting, only one or two major methods followed for valuation will be covered, not in detail. Within a month, again, detailed valuation is not kind of, we can do. What is the difference between, it's already cleared. Who will be the faculty? I already cleared. Any materials for PDF? Cleared. Possible to change timing? Cleared. What about weekend classes? I said already is going on. Next, one more batch will be started in February. What are the job roles in the organizations? Yeah, I'll cover this now. Let me take up. What are the job roles? Almost depends on which team you are, but largely, for example, financial reporting team. They'll be preparing the balance sheet. They'll be preparing the income statement of each fund. If there are, let us say state sheet, for example, they might have 1,000 funds. Maybe there are 1,000 people who take care of each fund. One person, one fund, for example. They'll post those entries. They prepare the financial teams entries, etc. Financial reporting, balance sheet, etc. preparation. Similar way, there'll be team entry posting, journal entries posting, etc. Then there'll be teams who are doing valuations of the valuations. Means not everything is complex actually, right? For example, a mutual fund will invest into equity shares. Daily you have to take the value from the market and update your NAV. It's not a big deal. Then corporate actions teams will be there who will be taking care of accounting for those corporate actions like dividend, etc. Right? That can be. There can be derivatives analysts, etc., who will take care of the derivatives accounting or valuations or related things. They also call investor cash teams, for example. What they do is keep following up with the investors, right? Say they committed to your fund. Whenever you need money, calling money from them, distributing money to them, taking care of all those accounting, etc., right? Similar way, investor reporting teams will be there, sending all these balance sheets, etc., to the investors, take any queries from them and calculate the their numbers and go back to them with the clarification. And there are many analytics related teams within this, something like, for example, even management fee calculations or projections. There are so many. You can imagine, right? If there is a fund, one fund, some of the funds are even as big as 7.5 lakhs crores. one fund. There is a SoftBank Vision Fund karke. Government of Dubai, government of Qatar and all invested. Now 7.5 lakhs crores, if they're investing into many companies, for example, even in India, they invested into Oyo rooms, Lenskart, so many things. Now think about what are the activities there will be in this fund, right? From starting today till the closure, all these things will be there, all these types of roles, right? Mainly what they expect is this business knowledge, like what is this fund, what are the main differences between hedge funds and private equity funds, etc. How do they calculate this management fee? How do they calculate some incentive fee? Means profit sharing will be there. How do they calculate? Then how do they value each type of investment? Where do they invest? All this knowledge, right? Plus some of the teams, all this accounting knowledge also, entry posting, etc. Right? How much minimum package of investment banking fund are going for become fresher? See, minimum package, how can anybody say? It depends on the which organization. For example, for same become person, a company like Wipro or TCS or HCL State Street might pay you less. Maybe, for example, 2 lakhs around, for example. Whereas if you can get into JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs kind of a company, maybe you can get even 5.5, 6 lakhs also. There are some of the becomes. So which company you are able to crack the interview, that defines the package. But most of the BCom students roughly around 3 lakhs. Is there any placement assistance in Bangalore? 100% yes. Kaushik, yes, we have. Manikanta, check. I don't know. Others are able to hear. Voice, you only have issues. Sir, are you dealing with only these two courses or financial modeling course? Only these two as of now. Financial modeling, we are not doing. Mainly, as I said, where there are opportunities, right? These companies, almost every company we worked, right? I also personally worked. Very few roles will be there for financial modeling, etc. I'm not sure bulk number of students we can place. So fund accounting, investment banking plus NSM certificate plus IPCC qualified. How much can expect as a starting pay? Again, Ishwar, same answer. Depends on which company you are able to crack. CA IPCC anywhere between 4 to 6 lakhs. Most of them went in that range. See, think always from the next perspective. For example, uh, irrespective of the company, there should be some minimum package. For example, maybe let us say 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs. If you're taking that as a benchmark, you're going wrong. Think about after 10 years, after 20 years, after 30 years, right? Minimum 30 years is the career anybody can think of, right? 65, 60 is the retirement. Now, let us take a CA, right? If you go to a manufacturing company like maybe a Maruti or some other company, you might start with anywhere between 6 to 8 lakhs. But generally, once it crashes 12 lakhs, if it is per month, they are paying you 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh, 2 lakhs, generally not much scope from there to grow. They can't pay you 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs, only for CFO kind of people they can pay you. But these international companies, investment banking companies, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh is not really big money for them, right? Compared to the dollars they pay for a CPA in America, same role, right? Person sitting in London or maybe New York, if they're paying even $10,000, they're paying 7.5 lakh to that person. That is common there, even 3-4 years experience CPA. But if they have to pay in India 5 lakhs, it's a real good pay, right? There are so many colleagues who are getting easily that 40 lakhs, 60 lakhs, even 1 crore in some of these good companies like Goldman Sachs, DE, etc. So the point is, think at least little far. If you're just comparing ICICI Bank or some other bank is also paying me, being an accounting clerk also, they are paying 3 lakhs. This is also getting 3 lakhs. Think about after 5 years. Becoming a clerk, daily entering the cash details into the system, can they pay you 1 lakh, 2 lakhs after some time? Absolutely no. Whereas if you are applying this, all the knowledge of the cash management, there is every chance here. So that way, growth is something you have to keep it in the mind. I always say this: look at the long term, at least 10 years, then take a call which industry I have to work. If you're just comparing the entry salary, it is like inside the house everything is messy, it's just the entrance is well decorated, then that is something not a right way to choose a career. See, that's what I always say. There are not many institutes who will give you career guidance, right? Everybody, somewhere we start, we make a mistake, then change the company, again change the company, again change the company. After 5-6 years, realizing I made a mistake. If at least somebody who worked in the similar industry for 5 to 10 years, at least these common mistakes they can make you avoid. Think about the growth rate then, right? You making mistakes and after 5 years coming back to the same situation, or taking some guidance and starting straight away, at least in a much better position, that will make a big difference. That is where we felt we can give a lot of value addition. That's what we are guiding. It's not just job oriented course. We never say this is career oriented, because small mistake if you can avoid at the early stage, that can make a big difference, trust me, right? After 5 years of experience, how can we expect the packages? Just compare, simple. Go to Glassdoor or PayScale kind of a company, just compare. My point is, a 5 year CA, for example, maybe in the normal company you might be there around 12 lakhs. Here there is every chance, there are even people who are 30-40 lakhs also with 5 years, but I'm not taking those examples. At least somewhere 1.5 time it is possible. But over a period, the pressure increases in the other company, because they can't pay you 1 lakh 2 lakhs in Indian standard. For any company it's a real good salary, but for these MNCs it's not really that good salary. I hope you are understanding the point. I'm already doing investment banking course and I want to do the fund account. Yes, please, you can do that. Yeah, there are many people who did this investment banking course elsewhere, maybe even Hyderabad branch of Planet Finance and doing here, or somewhere else they did and joining here. We have many people. Yes, you can do that. For a CA, which field is good? Enter into fund accounting, investment banking. More roles are in fund accounting. Recently, wherever we placed, most of the students we placed into fund accounting only. Being a CA or CA enter. Do we get placement assistance in Hyderabad if we join online classes from Bangalore? Yes, we can help. Shravan, sir, do we got placement assistance in Hyderabad? Yeah, you can. So for CMA enter opportunities, same way, CA enter or MBA kind of things, there are opportunities, Mahesh. Placement in Pune, actually today we are sending to Sitco Pune. 2 days back also we sent to some of these Pune companies. Yes, we can help on that. Sir, can an MBA get salaries over a period? Possible. Depends on which MBA college you have done. Straight away, generally no, right? But over a period, why not? There are many people, graduates getting better salaries than CAs. It's all skill set then. Hyderabad offline classes are there. I think they're announcing. You have to check there. I'm not 100% sure on that. Any other questions? Fund accounting, investment banking. To deal with only two courses I covered. I'm a old batch student from Hyderabad branch. Can I attend fund accounting? You can attend. Why not? If you get placed in MNC, is there any training provided them? See, they will provide the training, but think about it. What training they will provide? To complete just that work on a daily basis, they'll give you. For example, uh, if you need 100 hours of training to really understand the job and do the work better, but they might give you 10 hours work, at least not to stop the work. The idea of providing training in the office is you should not stop from doing the work. It's not about your growth, it's not about your quality of doing, right? I myself there, right, more than 10 years. Even these kind of top companies I work there, also training is pathetic when I say they don't have time. That's all. Who has the time? You boss, you have to learn and you have to do. So that way, if you are thinking that yeah, I'll get a job, they'll provide me the training, they'll do that. You can manage the work, but there is a difference between managing the work and making a career growth. That's what we always say. There are many students who already have the jobs in companies. They're attending these classes now. The point, once you started learning, you will realize the importance of it. Just managing the work is different. Making a career with good learning is completely different. That's why we always say, if you realize that importance of learning, you will enjoy that. But otherwise, you can manage. There are so many people managing the work, but they never have a growth. Then one day you will realize company is not giving you good salaries, good hikes, because you don't have that much learning. It's a question of time when company will throw you out. That's normally happens. So learning should be, it's not always for the job, right? Job everybody will get, maybe small job or big job. The question is, if you are capable of getting 10,000, learning can make you to go for 20,000. If you are capable of getting 1 lakh, maybe training will take you to 1.5 lakh. The question is that growth. That's what you have to see. It's not about getting a job or not getting a job. There were students. What about the students who poor in English? If poor in English, how can we crack the interview? You have to learn, Ganesh. Without knowing English, at least manageable English, you can't aim for MNCs. You have to learn. Will you provide placement lessons in Bangalore? Yes. Will you provide placement lessons in Hyderabad? Yes. How much minimum package fund accounting investment banking? We said already, depends on the qualification. Fund accounting and ASM will go on simultaneously. Yes. So you will be given options, Sai. For example, you want to concentrate only on one thing, attend 1 month this one, attend next batch investment banking. Or you want to complete both in a time, attend morning this one, evening that one, within 2 months, everything is over. Then Excel also same, right? One Excel batch, one fund accounting batch, one investment banking batch. All three will be given access to you. Whether you want to do all of them at a time or one after the other, both options with you. No conditions, right? Mm. Sir, I already completed NASM batch with Praveen sir, but could not attend your classes. Can I attend your fund accounting classes now? What will be the fees, sir? Arun, so there, Hyderabad as of now, as I said, earlier, even investment banking classes of Bangalore, we used to cover fund accounting roughly 10 hours. That's what we are doing now also in Hyderabad. But this fund accounting batch is meant for in detail. Around 70 hours is what we are covering. So they both are not same, first point. Second point, I have already done there. Can I attend here for fund accounting? You can. But what is the fees? We are charging 16 for the normal students. The plan was to charge at least 2,000 less to the already completed students and ASM. So that way plan is 14. Other students 16, existing students 14. Do you offer placements in Delhi for investment banking? We can try. There are some of the students who got in Mumbai, Delhi, etc. We have some connections, but of course, more connections are in south side. But what we can say is, once you are well equipped and trained, there are enough opportunities in the market. You don't need a personal connection from our side to get a good job. Opportunities in Chennai, why not? Even recently, last 2 weeks, if I say people do join BNP Paribas, BNY Mellon, VTOs, Chennai, yes. Which companies are sponsoring CFA? Many companies, I have to check. Almost every company has that sponsoring. Okay. What are the other questions? Can we shift from fund accounting area to investment banking data? Yes, yes. As I said, if you paid 16,000 here already for fund accounting, then you want to join investment banking, you pay remaining balance of 14,000, you can attend investment banking. No conditions, yeah. Will there be any online batch for investment banking or fund accounting? Yeah, that I have answered. Many questions you can unmute and answer also. I'm reading one by one. I'm going in the descending order. Oops. One second. Okay, where is this chart? Complete BCom. Is it good to start career in fund accounting? Yes, yes. Even BCom freshers, they are asking resumes now. It is there. So basically, which companies offer placements in foreign companies or local? Mainly foreign companies, Ganesh. All those names we read there, right? State Sheet, BNY Mellon, Northern Trust, Apex, VTOs, all these companies. Sir, can CFA level 1 candidates also do these classes with CFA level 2? What salary can we expect? See, just because of CFA level 1, level 2, level 3, will it increase? For example, the teams that we were working in Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, etc., we have all combination of people, CA plus CFA, all levels completed. But really, just because of CFA, their salaries never changed. A CA, what they are getting as a fresher, roughly we used to get, or we used to give to people freshers around 12 lakhs. Both are same, CFA plus CA, or doesn't matter really. The question is skill set matters. Yeah, just thinking about I complete this course, my salary will increase. That's all myth, I can say, right? It will have some weightage, I do agree, but don't go by just I cover one level, salary will increase. But yeah, if skill set is improved, you are really fit into the that particular role, it is possible. So don't just go by level, thinking that CFA will add a lot. Not really. Coming to CFA level 1 students, can they attend these classes? Yes, we already have many students from that background. They are doing, and they also got into some good companies recently. Yeah. So you can do. That's the conclusion there. Sir, if I don't get placed in my batch, is there any chance to provide placement for future? Yes, yes. It's not batch oriented. Maybe you attended 6 months back, and at that time you did not try, and now you want to try. Paka. So that's not that way it goes. I mean to say, batch is over. There's no placement assistance to you. No, that is not that way. It will be provided. Is there offline classes in Bangalore for fund accounting? Currently, no. No plans as of now, Kaushik, because even if we start the batch, that's not a big deal. But the question is, if there are even 50 students in the class, if somebody got corona, matter over, entire batch should be shut, right? Don't want to play game with that. Maybe let's see. As of now, no plans for offline batch. Minimum percentage of marks required in degree, not really. Some of the companies ask 60%. Working hours in a day for fund accounting and investment banking in foreign companies, it depends on the team. All types of teams are there. Who logs in at 7 will be there, who logs in at 11 or 12 in the afternoon will be there, who logs in at the evening 4 also there. Depends. Please continue online batches also, sir. Yes, one online batch at least will be always there. Are classes to be held in Hyderabad and Bangalore have same number of hours? See, hours, how can I comment on that? Is number of hours matter to you, or number of the quality of learning matters to you? I mean, I'm not just comparing Hyderabad or Bangalore here. My point is number of hours. I don't think it really matters. I don't even count. Maybe check that. All brochures are there everywhere. You can compare. The idea is it depends. What we want to cover accordingly, we might talk about the hours. But so I don't think ours is. But syllabus is, yes, largely same. That's all what I can say. Which role is better in MBA fresher? Both, but nowadays MBA freshers, yeah, most of them we are able to place them in fund accounting. I feel that has more growth than anything else. As many companies are American based companies, only night shifts are available or day shifts also available. As I said, both are there. Night shifts are there, day shifts are there. Sir, if you start offline classes, online classes will continue further. Yes, it will continue. As of now, the plan, who knows future. People who say NASM actually meant the investment banking course. Yes. What rule is better? I talked about it. Minimum package, no, minimum working hours in a day. See, it's a normal like any other job. Yeah, roughly 8 hours. Maybe sometimes it can go up and down, roughly 9 hours. Maybe you might have heard somewhere investment banking normally need extra hours. There they are talking about roles like mergers and acquisitions, etc., where I am kind of students get those roles. That is different. The package is also different there. As a fresher, you might get 2-3 lakhs also per month. There are companies like Goldman Sachs and I'll pay that for IIM people. There they work at times 15-16 hours. That is different. We are talking about normal rules here, normally 8 to 9 hours. I mean, a job wise, can we shift from fund accounting to investment banking field later? Yes, Vinay, you can easily do that. Please continue online match also done. Minimum percentage of marks covered. I'm just going through. Can we shift from fund accounting? At present, I'm working in HGS company. Okay, Ashwini, what is the question there? I don't get placed in my batch. I covered. I have completed. See, if you are working person, obviously you can shift if that is a question. I have completed BCom. Is this good to start career in fund accounting? Yes. Both classes held simultaneously. Sai, I said already yes. But if you think it is too much, you can attend one batch now, one batch later. That flexibility is there with you. So no issues. Okay. For example, start fund accounting now for 1 month. February, May investment banking will start. Attend that for 2 months from there. So no issues. Is there any concessions from NSM World Batch students Hyderabad? Yes, Vijay Lakshmi. I said already there is a concession. I'm a CA IPCC student, not yet cleared IPCC group, but has done articleship. Yes, that can help. Articleship we can show as an experience, that will help. But then we have to try with become whatever highest qualification you have. So can CFA level 1 candidates also do these classes? I already covered. In Hyderabad offline classes, I covered already. An MBA gets salaries like CA, I covered already. Okay. Recent messages, let me come back. If I miss again, please submit. People can unmute you. I think I am only speaking too much. People can unmute. Ask any question, please. What is NISM course? That is a SEBI certification, Kausik, National Institute for Securities Market. They have many modules. We cover 5 modules, right? Derivatives, equity derivatives, currency derivatives, equity research, mutual funds, etc. So we give those certifications as well as we cover those topics. So a small doubt. In each batch, how many students you take in and how many students get placed? Unfortunately, that much we don't have. In Bangalore, roughly each batch we have 20 to 30 people. How many get placed? It depends on when it is. If the question is within a 1 year, if you ask me, maybe largely all of them. Largely, again, if somebody is not even trying, there's not much we can do. If they are serious enough, they are trying almost. But otherwise it depends. Some of them are very serious. They are there to attend each and every class, follow each and every suggestion given. Then they can get within the batch completion or maybe within 2 to 3 months from the batch completion. But otherwise there are some people, maybe they are rich whatever reason, they might take some time. Even if you ask, please send their resume, they'll take some time. Those kind of people will take time. So that way, these are short-term batches, 2 to 3 months. It is not like that today batch is over, tomorrow online interviews are there, you have to place it. No, right? It is an ongoing process. If you complete this month also, you might attend the interview in the next 2 months or after 3 months, after 6 months. So that way, it is a going on basis. So batch to batch, we don't say like an MBA college, it is over, 80% placed, 60% placed, not like that. These are short-term courses, right? It's going on. So all those feedbacks of the students who ever attended, etc., you can see in those our Facebook pages or anywhere, right? Is yeah, I want to build career in finance. Is this course really helpful? Without any doubt, yes. We have so many CS students. Yes, it will. Forget about anybody else. I myself is a CA. I myself worked in these companies for 10 years. Now I can compare with my friends. Obviously, it's a good career. Yeah.
Sir, what are the 5 courses you will cover in NISM?
I'll list there. Give me 1 second. Otherwise, our brochure will have. I'll forward. I'll give you that. Give me a second. How much will conduct mock interviews? How you will conduct mock interviews? Telephonic or Bangalore students can come to branch also. Oh my God, so many. Let me go from the how to access online classes. Zoom. Sir, if you got selected after MNC training, did they conduct any written test after training? Depends on the company. Yes, some of them conduct, not all of them. Let me go back. Can we pay fees in installments? Yes, you can pay. Discount, see, that is a little difficult question to answer. If you're really a financially troubled student, maybe whatever best we can help, we can help. But just for the namesake, give me discount, I don't think that will work. So approximate number of hours for investment banking course. See, 2 months I said, right? Roughly daily 3.5 hours. So you can assume weekly, we are talking about 20-22 hours into 8 to 9 hours, maybe 160 to 180 hours roughly. As a CA, I want to build a career in finance. Is this course is really helpful? I spoke about it. That is an ASM. I have less than 60% in my degree. See, for the course, there is no cutoff, 60%, 80% like that. You can do even with 35%. The main question is, if you want to get into a good company, what is the percentage? Some companies have 60%, but there are companies, see, all the mainly what they need is skill. Yeah, come on. If you're really confident with the subject, you can find out an opportunity. Don't go by just percentages. Can we pay a fee in installment? We talked about it. I have just passed MBA recently and this month. Am I eligible for job? Yes, please. If I want to get a mergers and acquisitions, which course is better? See, it's not course based here. For example, of course, globally CFA or CIA, these are the courses to be done. But then every CFA is getting, there are so many CFAs doing back-end jobs. So it's not the way to go. You need overall learning. For that matter, I take guest lectures in IIMs also. There are many IIM students struggling to get into even private equity roles or mergers and acquisitions. If there are 500 students in an IIM, maybe 5 students get into mergers and acquisitions. So that is such kind of a competition. You need really good skills. So if you say that I want to do CFA, can I get into mergers and acquisition? It's a bluff. I have hundreds of friends who did that mergers and CFA. None of them are into mergers and acquisition, or at least most of them are not into them. So don't go by course and role. It's not that way. You need holistic skill set plus some career guidance. Somebody has to help you, and some references, networking, all these things you need. But yes, nothing is impossible, but maybe short answer for your answer, probably global courses. But again, just don't assume by doing a CFA kind of thing I get into mergers and acquisition. Is it financial modeling a must to get into equity research? Kind of yes, but again, not must is a wrong way of putting it. But yes, that is one of the skill preferred to be into equity research. I'm a CA IPC student, not cleared IPCC. I talked about it. Okay, new messages. Let me go down now again. How will you conduct mock interviews for fund accounting? Kaushik, I already answered this. I said telephonic if you're outstation student. If you're a Bangalore student, you can come to the branch. We can conduct on offline also. I hope it is clear. Come to next question. I'm planning to join NASM batch in Hyderabad for next batch. Can I also join fund accounting batch for the same fee at TK? Currently, we don't have that arrangement, Maruti. Maybe we have to speak and come out with that plan. Currently, what I said is within Bangalore branch. But Hyderabad students, if you are taking investment banking there, Pakka, we can give a discount here. But how it is, I have to speak offline. Depends. How many hours of fund accounting classes, and there are any evening batch timings? See, fund accounting, I said roughly 5 weeks, right? Every week, roughly at least 15. So around 70 hours, roughly I can say 11, plus Excel, which is there on Saturday, Sunday. So as a fund accounting, total classes Excel plus fund accounting, it will go roughly around 90, 100. Timings only issue for me. Morning before 10 or evening after 6. Can you adjust, please? If timing is adjusted, I can join immediately. Shriram, do one thing. Whatever, for example, even 50% of the class you can listen. If you want to join now. Weekend batch is going on, next weekend batch is going on. You can adjust somewhere. There's no condition, are you already joined, you missed the classes, I'll not allow for the next class. I know, I was there in the industry, I have gone through all this stuff. Whatever percentage you can complete, if you're really thinking about that career, join immediately. Timings, this is too late to change now, but wherever possible in the next batches I'll accommodate. Yeah. First installment, how much we have to pay? Generally at least 50% people pay. If I want to get merges, we spoke about it. What is the first installment of fund accounting? As I said, nothing rule based, but generally at least 50% you can think of. How will you conduct mock interview for Hyderabad students? Online. I mean telephonic. So timing is the only issue. I spoke. I completed my graduation, but results are not declared. Can I eligible? Yes, you can. How will you conduct mock interview? I spoke about it. Okay. Most of the questions I asked, I answered. Any questions? Give me a second, please. Keep submit. I'll be keep answering. Maybe we'll wind up in the next 10 minutes. Any questions? Keep submit. I'll club all those questions and I'll answer. Anyhow, you can reach out to me later if you have more questions. Next 10 minutes, I'll answer all the questions. Keep submit. Fee for fund accounting only, I told 16. That includes private equity, hedge fund main concepts, and 3 overview: mutual funds, corporate actions, and derivatives, and then Excel plus placement assistance. Abhijit, yeah, with mobile you can attend the all other classes. Excel, yeah, better to have laptop. If you don't have, you can manage, but yes, Excel without practically testing, it's difficult, right? So that way, maybe arrange Excel class, at least arrange the laptop. If not now, next batch of Excel also you can attend. For example, fund accounting you can attend now. Excel you can attend after a month or 2 months, whenever you can attend. That is okay. Then fee for fund accounting, I answered. We are already attending an ASM class. Okay. We are already attending fee for fund accounting class only. I said, sir, do we get interview opportunities right after accounting course? Possible. See, that is something difficult to comment because it depends on the industry requirements, right? Sometimes while you are doing the course itself, you can get the opportunity. Sometimes even you completed the course, still after 1 month, 2 months also, you did not attend the interview. Possibility is there. But what I'm now saying is, at least in the January, February, March, generally, if you look into last 5-10 years at least, we will have so many opportunities. Can it repeat in 2021? Again, I'm not giving the guarantee, but yes, the indications, we are speaking to many people, it is almost going to repeat. January, February, you will have a lot of opportunities. So there is every chance you will get a opportunity. Sir, I'll be attending using mobile. I spoke about it. What is the first installment? Spoke about it. How will you conduct mock interview? Timings only issue. Okay. Please share your email ID. I don't know why, but anyhow, I'll share. WhatsApp is enough. 96, right? I completed my graduation. Can I able to get it? Yeah, there are 2 things quickly. Let me post here. For example, if you want to be in touch with, if somebody don't have my number, what I'm saying is mobile number 9611263399. You can stay in touch through WhatsApp. 2, for normally fund accounting related updates, etc., when the class will start, etc., there is a Telegram channel by name Fund Accounting. You can join that. We'll be keep posting, or Planet Finance pages also. Telegram channel, everywhere we'll be posting. Even this Telegram channel I'm talking about, fund accounting, it will also have updates about this industry, like maybe sometimes job opportunities also, but mostly updates like any recently funds launched, all those things will be keep posting. If somebody is already there in that fund accounting Telegram channel, maybe share the link, please. Others can join. Materials plus notes. Yeah, whoever it is, we provide both. Okay. Any other questions there? I complete my graduation. Can I get only placement assistance from you? Only placement assistance we don't have. See, if that much quality is there, maybe I could not have even come to this, right? I mean, while I was taking interviews also, many a times we felt that industry related curriculum is not there. That is why we are training the students on that, and then we are placing. So if we have to provide only placement assistance, no, that is not the thing that we do. You mentioned there are 600 placements in 2020, and you have mentioned there are 3,000 placements. Yeah, there are so many companies recruiting. You can check that. Most of the information is publicly available also. For example, within the fund accounting also, Infosys company got a biggest contract. One of them is Vanguard, biggest private equity fund in the world, second biggest. Not only private equity fund, asset management firm. First is BlackRock, second is Vanguard. They got that contract. Bangalore itself, we are expecting at least a few thousands of placements in the next few years, maybe not 2021 itself. There are so many those companies who are bringing these fund accounting roles also across the locations in India. So we are very optimistic. Yes, there are so many opportunities. PDF notes are physical also will be provided. Physical, I mean, you have to sit in the class and you have to take the notes. I hope you got it. Will there be any exam after course? No. Any brochure, sir? Not a brochure as such. Send me WhatsApp in the I've shared, right? 9611263399. I'll send you the details, or somebody from my side will send you. 1 second. Where is this? I'm from Varangal. If you join in Bangalore branch, do we have placement assistance in Hyderabad? Yes, we can help, Pawan. Fund accounting, Hari Om, thank you. Yeah, if somebody is joining that Telegram channel, that link is posted by Hari. You can use that link. There, the updates about the fund accounting will be there in that group. Sir, if I attended fund accounting classes and again, if I want to attend investment banking course after the topics in Hyderabad, is it again I have to pay entire fee? Not entire fee, we can work out, Sai Kiran. There are some students did that. We can work out. $2 billion deal, yeah. True. Sir, you will dictate notes, right? Yes. For batches, which will be starting from February, try to start classes evening after 6 p.m. Okay, we'll try. No, we are talking about the materials, whether it will be provided in soft copy or hard copy. Soft copy, because you're not attending in the class, right? So it will be soft copy only. Link is not loading. Which link? Fund accounting. It will. Otherwise, go to Telegram and try fund accounting. You will find that. The admin will be my name, Madan. You can see all private equity related files and videos and all of them. You can easily find out, right? Okay. Any questions? Last 2 to 3 minutes we can take up. So think about it. What I'm trying to say at the end of the day is check your own, do your own research. Fund accounting, there are so many roles in the industry. I'm sure it has to grow. One of the best growing, I can say, as of now. Right, even MBA freshers, even some of the engineering students also with bit of a accounting knowledge, we were able to place them. But mainly MBA, CA, Inter, BCom, etc. Obviously, there are enough opportunities. As I said, when the industry is growing, that's where we have to catch that, right? It's not about when everybody or every college or every media channel is talking about it. That is too late. Before all this syllabus can reach to every industry, every course, that is the time you have to start, so that you are the the person who is starting the career early. For example, I started this private equity 10 years back, 2010. So on the way, we can see so much of growth opportunity. Everywhere teams are getting created. We were asked to lead those teams, create those teams, set up the fund accounting teams. Still, I'm still getting so many calls on those lines. We are setting up a team in India for fund accounting. Can you please lead the team? So that way, who started early, they are seeing the benefits now. Even our students who ever started 2, 3 years back, they're able to see that growth. So that way, obviously, you have to be in the right industry, what is growing more, rather than just keep chasing what is the old roles, right? So think about it. That's all what I have to say. Any other questions there? Okay.
Sir, NASM module.
Okay. Stavan, what salary can a qualified CA expect? Most of them we placed anywhere between 8 to 11, 7, but here and there, largely that is a number that I can talk about. Can I attend demo lecture for fund accounting? Get in touch. If possible, we might give, but otherwise I normally say pay whatever the fee, attend 1 or 2 classes. If you don't like, without any question, we can refund, right? When you can have that trust. I don't see any reason why you can't understand the class or why it is not useful to you. But in case whatever reason you want to discontinue, we can pay you back. Ganesh, I don't want to speak about minimum package, maximum package, because I repeatedly said there are many students whom I advised. For example, they got maybe one offer with 2 lakhs, one offer with 4 lakhs. I could have advised them to go for 2 lakhs also. The reason is maybe that role is good. So the point is, don't go with this minimum package and all. It's up to you what you want to take the message. I'm sure whoever, even if Praveen said, he would have said the reality. Uh, Nobody can give guarantee pakka this is how it works. Maybe there are opportunities, but the question is, what is the role, what you may like. Many things you have to see before taking the career, right? It's not just getting the job and getting the salary. One day everybody will get it. Without job, nobody can survive in the life. Some work you have to do, that will come. I think the point is, think about beyond that. I'm not talking about any minimum package here, but I told you rough packages. Yes, roughly 3 years, 3 lakhs is the range for become most of the roles. Okay. What else here? So can I attend demo lecture for fund accounting? I answered that. What is the minimum 5 modules will be covered? I'll write Krishna. Give me a minute. Sir, I'm BCom graduate of 2017, passed out and worked in ICICI Bank as a sales executive. I do not have any accounting knowledge. Do I get the accounting job if I joined investment banking? Possible, Pawan. We also cover some of the optional classes also. For example, next week I'm planning for the fund accounting students, basics in the accounting from the interview perspective, what they should learn. So that way, if our students are bad in something that is expected to be asked in the interview, we do cover. So that way, yes, you can try. Will help the maximum. Obviously, you have to put your efforts. It's not that we can do anything, but that is what it is, right? Somebody is asking what NSM modules we cover. I'm writing here. Mutual funds distributor model, equity derivatives, currency derivatives, SORM, securities operations and risk management, then equity research. Right? But of course, some content, what is relevant from that will be covered, and mostly practically what is required to you, that will be given notes. Just following that material, can I understand all the topics? No, right? Okay. Any other questions there? Sir, we're already attending NSM with Praveen sir now, and we would like to attend fund accounting simultaneously with you now. Do we need to pay any fees again? Yes, Krishna. As I said, what we cover in fund accounting for Hyderabad batch is, as agreed before, around 10 hours. But here, what we are covering is around 70 to 80 hours. So this is a separate, we have to pay, right? What we said is, currently the arrangement is, other students will pay 16,000, NASM students will pay 14,000. I hope it is clear. Sir, I clear CA inter group 1 and group 2 results are awaited. I don't have degree present. Is it okay? Yes, we do have previous batches also similar kind of students. There are some companies who are okay without degree also. Better to have, but there are companies without degree also they recruit. Yes, we can try. I'm interested in share market and investment banking job related to this in any way. Yes, please. It is relevant or related. MBA completed 5 years back, but no job experience as preparing for government job. Can I get placed? Yes, we can try. There are similar students who got into. Okay, last 2 minutes. Oh my God, it's already we're running. Any quick questions? Please submit or unmute and speak out. 1 or 2 minutes. We have to close. Can we clear NSM certificate with knowledge you provide? Easily, you can buy one. Hello, sir. I have completed my MBA in 2018 and I have experience in branch banking. 1.5 year experience, but now I have an employment gap of 9 months. So, will my gap matter when I attend the interview? See, to some extent, gap matters, but if you have the right skill, gap does not matter. So, you can easily try. Any company can ask original certificates. No, generally they will not ask. Those are maybe that should be a Bekar company if they are asking. Can we clear NASM certification? As you provide, I'm interested in share market investment banking, activity, intergroup fund. Okay, I think largely we have answered the questions. If any questions, when the batch will start, everything, as I said, that fund accounting batch may will post. Get in touch at this number 9611263399. As I said, the fund accounting batch will start tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Tuesday, morning 8 to 11 a.m. I can only say, I mean, think about it. Any questions we can answer. But that is obviously one of the best careers that you can think of, fund accounting as of now. Yeah, there's so much growth. Many examples I have given. Just do a little bit of a research from your side. Go through the fund accounting channel. Also, there are so many videos. One of the best industry as of now. Take it from there. Okay. Chalo, thank you so much for attending. Thank you for patience listening. Spread the word with your friends also about the batch starting. Whoever is interested, get in touch. Happy to help as much as we can. Thank you so much once again. Good night. Have a great career. Yeah. Chalo, thank you. Bye-bye. No, timings I said, Shriram, 8 to 11, morning 8 to morning 11, 8 to 11 a.m. The next batch I'm talking about, right? Ongoing investment banking batch, it is evening 5:30 to 9. Yeah. Okay, chalo. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Good night. What is this? Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.